I never understood that decision. You had a very good, young, brave English goalkeeper, and all of a sudden you bring in a Spanish guy who never performed on a high level. For me, that never made sense.
Our followers would love to know your thoughts on Arsenal at the moment. It's the closest they've come since you guys won the title. What do you think of the job Mikel's doing there?
Well, he's done a good job pulling himself out of trouble 2 years ago. But unfortunately, you're talking to a guy who loves seeing Arsenal to win, not to be up there. Yeah, that's one part, but to win. Because 20 years after we won it last time, I hope that they're going to win it this time. But it's not in their own hands anymore. That's always a weakness, if it's not in your own hands anymore. But it's still possible, because I have to say, I was very disappointed by the knockout against Bayern. But afterwards, they showed a great reaction. And they've beaten Chelsea 5-0, which is not easy. So Tottenham now 3-2. I think they still have to go to Man United. Not easy.
Tough games, yeah.
Tough games. But as I said, I would love to see them winning, because if you're a big club, sooner or later you should win something.
You had some good memories at Old Trafford. Do you see similarities with this Arsenal side with your side? Anything in particular, or do you think they were completely different in the way you are?
They're playing completely different.
Yeah.
They have a very cautious approach. They're playing slower, because probably physically they run more in comparison to our team, and probably more high intensity runs across the whole team, but not in terms of playing faster, because we played 1 touch, 2 touch, and they always play 3 touch, 4 touch, 5 touch, and that slows down the game, because it's a more cautious approach. In my opinion, I think if you're too cautious, you cannot win. Because most of the time, the bravest team wins the championship.
So, I mean, the bravest team in the championship, Mikel's made one of the bravest calls when he dropped Ramsdale. You had some situations like that in your career with Oliver Kahn, Manuel Almunia, where you were sort of number 1, number 2, and so on. What do you think that does mentally to Ramsdale's confidence? Do you think it's the right decision?
Yeah. I never understood that decision.
Yeah.
Because if you bring in a new goalkeeper, you had a very good, young, brave English goalkeeper, which is playing for one of the most traditional English clubs. And all of a sudden you bring in a Spanish guy who never performed on a high level. For me, that never made sense. But yeah, we will see.
I'd love to know, how would you react in that situation? If you were Ramsdale, how would you react?
I cannot tell you.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you. Because, first of all, I was never in that situation, because he's 21, or he was 21 or 22 when they made that decision. It's not easy at the age of 21 or 22 to show the right reaction, because you don't know how to do it. When you're 30, 31, 2, that's different. But yeah, as I said, I will not talk about that.